Alright, so this is a 1989 Maico 500. I got the swing arm, and because you can never have too many swing arms, and I got the engine, but nothing else. You know, it's too bad they didn't sell the whole bike, but they parted it out, and this seemed to be the only good stuff left. I got the swing arm because it fits 85 and up. All swing arms are interchangeable since then. And the only difference is in 85 they didn't have the knob there. I mean, you can always add one, but they didn't have the knob there for the disc brakes, so I could just throw this on one of my 85s. So that was one reason to get this. All right, so I got this 1989 Maico 500 in the mail. They were partying it out. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy the whole bike because they were partying it out, but some of the best things left was the swing arm, and the swing arm fits 89 and up, or I mean 85 and up. The only difference is 85 had drum brakes, so it didn't have this knob on it. You can always weld one on to an 85, but I have two 85s, so I could just throw this on one of them and get disc brakes without having to weld that thing on. So it's a possibility. But yeah, since they fit up pretty much on my bikes, got the swing arm, and I got the engine. So we got the head, or the cylinder here. We got the cases here. We got the crank, needs rebuilt. We got the side case. I haven't taken them out of the plastic because I'm just going to pack them up in here. But the side case under just have a crack on the bottom of it. And the other thing we have now to look at is what's in these boxes. Right. So we have a couple things left here. We got this package here. See what's in it. And here is the electrical, which, and if I redo this, I'm going to just put this in my pile of electricals. I'm not even going to pack it away with this bike because I pretty much probably would end up just, got kill switch on too. But I probably just end up putting power dynamo or something on it anyway. So, but there's the electricals. So we'll see what's in this box here now. Okay, these are bolts. This is part of the kickstart nut, the shifter. Bolts. More pieces for the engine, clips, stuff like that. Okay, we've got the shifter. The shifter, that's a kickstart. Sorry, the kickstart. What's in here? Got a couple of the gears. So this one had a flywheel on it, so it was a motor plate flywheel. So I might even just put this back on since it's a motor plate flywheel. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it together though. And we get the blue. So I wrote 500 two-stroke on it. Need to take that off, but I got the blue cover there. All right, so see what's in this next one. So this feels like it's the gears. Yeah. All the bolts and stuff for the gears. Then here we have the actual gears. Yeah, the gears. the shifting cam, the other gears. So you have the gears, have the push pin. I see in here. Do I have the shift? Yeah, shifters in. Oh, yeah, that's a shifter right there. The shifters in there. The forks. So that's what's in there. And then let's take a look at this last box. I mean, the only thing left. This is the clutch. Okay, so that's the only thing left is the clutch. Okay, yep, clutch is in there. So, yeah, full clutch, looks good. All right, so that is what we have for this bike. I think we are missing the head, but I think that's what they said was missing in the email thing. So make sure it's not here. I gotta just check and make sure. But yeah, I know that the power valve was missing, so the head might also be missing. So, but I'll check and make sure. That seems to be the only other thing that would be missing here, be the head. So I've got a little box here. I'm going to pack it all inside that box. And then we'll take it into the garage and I'm going to switch out. I'll show you another motor. All right, so first I'll pick up this. Here, put this somewhere. See, there is another swing arm right there. That is to an 86, but it's a little bit different because it has A-tracks on it. You see those extra, there's a top and bottom. There's also an 83 swing arm there, but there's an extra top and bottom sprockets on that swing arm there for the A-tracks. So for now, I think I'm just gonna set this swing arm right here. Yeah, but yeah, the thing it could be is that, again, I could put it on this bike here. This is my 86. And I could put it on that, put the swing arm on this bike and have disc brakes. Or I can take the swing arm and weld that piece on and have disc brakes. The 85's over there. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to show you here is that move these tires. I also have something else I wanted to do with this. Just put this in a new box. Push those down. But what's in here? This is a it's a 2004 Mako 500. It is the motor that used to be on this bike here, the 660. It came off of that bike. So I had two, so there's a 2004 Mako 500. There's also a 2004 Mako 500, except this was an ATK import versus that was a regular import. So that's why I chose this bike. And took off the motor and put on the 660 engine. So that's why this motor's in there. It was running good. There's no problem with it. Now somehow, look, I think part of the case got cracked somewhere on it. Not the case, but the clutch cover. Somewhere has a crack in it. I think on the bottom somewhere. I'm not sure if it's from sitting in there or where how that came about, but yeah. So I'm gonna take this and throw this away and put it into a new one. And someone asked me about putting the tires up. So the thing is, I've already got a lot of stuff up already, you know, and I put this up there already as well. I also got more tires in the corner over there, but I also have that. So kind of running out of room. Plus right now I'm going to end up moving. So no point in putting things up until I get my new place. I'm hoping that I can have a better storage area, and I'll have more space. That side over there I can't use here, but I should be able to get the full 3-car or whatever. Or I might end up being able to build a shop if I get land. And then I'll have a lot more space. But yeah, the idea is that once I move, I'll be able to rearrange things a little. And again, I did put that in, and I did have some tires up there before, but yeah, I'm kind of out of space here as far as putting things up. So yeah, I want to put that into another box. So let's go get another box. Okay, so I got these 2 boxes. Let's see which one. I mean, that box might be good enough. This is the other one, kind of bigger. But this might be good enough for it. This is a little more tougher, I think, than this one. All right, I'll shut the camera down. Try to lift this thing up without getting myself all oily and everything. Just pick it up by the... Oh yeah, that's nice in there. So, what I'm thinking I might do though is put a cushion on the bottom. Yeah, I might take it back out and put a little padding on the bottom of this. See how the oil drained out of it. Because I don't think there's an oil screw, and I think I took it out from their bike. I also took out the clutch. You can see the clutch was removed, put a different bike, because my other bike, I think it ended up breaking. So this one here is what I've been taking some parts off of it. But as you can see, it's still got the kicker and the shifter. So those may be next. Take off. There you go. Padding on the bottom now. Yep. So that box I don't need. This box just run away. Yep. Yeah, this box could go back there, and then I'll put the other motor on top of it, the 89. So I've got several motors. Those motors there, those are Zabels. There's actually Zabel engines in there. One of them, anyway. One was a Zabel. I think the other one should be. I do have another 83 Mako around here. Well, actually I have 2 83 Mako engines around. So 2 other ones. And then that's a Zabel engine there. I don't remember if I have 1 or 2 Zabel engines. But yeah, there is a Zabel engine in there. And in here, that right there is another complete Mako 83 engine. That's not in here. So it must be one of the other ones out there. Must be another 83 engine and a Zabel engine. And 89 Mako 500 engine and 2004 Mako 500 engine there. Okay, and got the electricals here. Need to put those away into my electricals spot, which is right here. Yeah, there's a lot of electricals in there. Throw that one in there. So here's the 700 and the 620. The 620, did I fix this? I don't remember if I fixed it. Let me see. Yeah, sounds like it's fixed. Because before I didn't have this cable working. Sounds like it's working now. It's been such a long time. There's a 93, the 86 water cooled. The 93, I'm not sure. I did put that new side case on it and a new kicker. Did I put a new kicker on it? I don't remember. But I did put the new side case on it. But I'm not sure if it needs, carb tuning or if there is something wrong with it. Because it seems sometimes it's hard to start. I haven't ridden it yet. But sometimes it's been hard to start. I didn't put a skid plate on before I ride it, but yeah, it's been hard to start and it stalls easy. So yeah, until I actually go out and ride it and see if there's anything wrong while I ride it, then I'm not sure if I need to rebuild it or if it just needs a new, electrical. This is one of my new favorite bikes here. Very low hour 97 Mako 500. It's an excellent bike. Yeah, really like this bike. You can see it's got a new back tire because the other one exploded. But yeah, it's absolutely love that bike. I like the way it looks, and I like the way it rides. And I didn't even have to lower the gearing or anything. Usually I got to lower the gearing a bit because they're too tall. This one was actually perfect, and so. I think I don't even have a 12 tooth on it. I think I've got just a regular size on it, so. Which is surprising too, because it's the motocross version, and they've usually made them so tall. Even the newer ones are tall. But that one there, not tall. Doesn't seem that tall. Yeah, it seems fairly perfect to ride. Yeah, and I don't think I changed that sprocket. Like I said, I don't think I did, but yeah, you can see that this one here, the 620 has the dinner plate, has a 12 tooth in the front, and then a dinner plate in the back. That sprocket in the back is actually for a 1979 CR 125. Fits right on, same bolt pattern. But this one here, the gearing was the tallest of all my bikes. It just seemed so tall. First gear was like, 50 mile an hour or so. It was so tall. Even gearing this down, it's only seeming back to like a normal bike. It's not like it's too low. But again, this is close ratio. You get through the gears really fast. And so the top end, was drastically reduced because it's supposed to start at 50 mile an hour and then go to like 80 or so. And so now you're starting at like 30, and going to like 60. And you can pretty much start in any gear in this bike. You almost don't even notice it just because how much power it has. This one here is geared a little bit taller. Even though I still have a 12 on the front, I got a normal on the back because this has the enduro gearing. But even enduro gearing, they're still fairly tall. So I had to gear it down in the front and in the back a little bit. But after one ride of this bike here, the 83, broke the, I had a new chain glide plastic, broke it right there. Just broke from sitting there. So I'm gonna have to get something a little bit more flexible or something that just snapped. I got it a long time ago though, and I didn't even use it. It was sitting around, but all it was is a white piece of plastic. But yeah, it doesn't bend very well, and it just broke. It was put together, so. And then here's the Zabel, the bike that everyone wants to see run. But yeah, again, this carburetor, so I sawed that off. I have a new one to put back on it because I sawed that one to see if I could make it better, get it, you know, but it didn't work. But you can see it just does not fit here. And people asked if other carburetors would work, but I mean, the Electrons, they have the same problem. They have the same wide back, you know? And that's like a 70 millimeter back. And I've tried to ask Electron to give me one that had a smaller back, but... So I do have Electron somewhere around here, but it's the same problem, you know? Yeah, unless I put a smaller carb on. What's this carb here? Yeah, it's a Keening carb. This again is a small carb. This is not as big as that one. And that one, yeah, I mean that would fit in there. Yeah, but these things are hogs, like the bigger carbs. That's a bigger carb. This is for 500. You know, the 500s don't run that same bing. They have a smaller bing. One sitting right over here. Yeah, the 500s. Yeah, they run a little bit smaller. This bing, see? A lot smaller. See, the back's a lot smaller. So that's the problem. Is that carb for the carb they have for those bikes is big. And so is the air intake, it's big. So I'm not sure if I went to something smaller, it's gonna make it. I might pass this maybe, but it's not gonna run as good probably. I mean, these big things are gas hogs. So that's the problem. So I need to fix that, move the shock back. So I was thinking, yeah, if I did that, you know, I'm gonna ask, so LED is near here, so I can drive over there. I can even ask them if they'd be able to move the shock back. If they could, then I'll even ask them to make a pipe for it. You know, maybe even see if they make an airbox. Because I do have this that I have been able to fit onto that carb. Then move the airbox, then move the shock back, and it would work with this thing here. I guess I'll put this on if they would make an airbox that would fit this. So that would be the goal there. And the other thing here is that currently there's no stopper. I have no stoppers on this. This thing will just turn, you know, until you break the radiator. That's what I got in these bolts here. Is I was going to drill through and put one of these as stoppers in here. You know, and of course, so right now you have no. You're just going to hit into the radiators. No stopper. So it's another thing we got to do yet. And there's the current airbox. The thing with that airbox though is that it's meant for a carburetor that is cylinder mounted. This here is case induction, and so it's meant to be up here, right? But the carburetor is down here. So that's the other problem. The chain goes right here too, by the way. Right, chain roller's there. The chain goes right there, but there's a chain roller here, right in the way of the carb. You know. So another problem. But all right, so yeah, that was my new purchase there. 89 Mako 500 swing arm and engine. Too bad I don't have the full bike, unfortunately. But I have the engine. Can always build it sometime, do something with it.